welcome to mirror work section. This is a very special practice to me and it has helped me a lot. I used to struggle with body dysmorphia, which is essentially not seeing reality, but the mind being so strong that it actually surpasses what's real, what I'm actually seeing. I used to think that I was really fat, and then at some point I actually thought that I was way too skinny, and so I would overeat. I was very confused, and this is obviously common, and maybe you've experienced this yourself, and if so, I am sorry, but also there is a way through. And whether or not you have something like body dysmorphia, this is going to be helpful for your self-love and for the way that you see yourself and the way that you see others. Because it's not about being perfect, about being pretty or handsome. It's not about loving specific aspects because they're good. It's just about being with what is. So in this mirror practice, this practice is a really good practice for when you are feeling really in your head about what you look like, you're feeling like you're not good enough, you're judging yourself about your appearance, or you just are comparing yourself, you're feeling jealous, and you are stuck in the objectification of your appearance or your worthiness based on your body. So this experience, let's go into what it can look like. It can look like a conversation with yourself visually and energetically, and even with touch. So you can just go in front of a mirror and kind of meet yourself as if you are another person. And be really vulnerable about where you're at. And just take your time meeting yourself. And then as if you can psychically or intuitively tell the person what it is that you want, you're going to do that for yourself while witnessing. And you're not going to nitpick, you're not going to judge yourself and look at what's gross. You're just going to focus on loving and accepting yourself and having this presence with yourself. And this care, you're bringing in caring attention. And another thing that you can do instead of meeting yourself is you can go from head to toe and send love to every single aspect of you. So you can start at the top and just be feeling into how much you love, whether you have hair or not, your scalp or your hair. And focus on loving it as if you are your lover. You love it so much. You're so mystified and grateful that you get to experience it. Moving on to your skin, as if you are a baby looking at your mother. And your mother's face is the most beautiful face you've ever seen, or your father's face if you're a man. Just keep imagining how much love you have. And you can move on to specific parts. You can love your eyebrows, your eyes, your nose, giving gratitude to all your senses. And you don't have to touch yourself. You can also just look and appreciate. And just look at the beauty that you are. Even if you don't have conventional beauty, don't be searching for the negatives. Just appreciate and be present. Don't forget your ears. Think about just how cool it is to be a human. Your neck, and appreciating how every single thing has a function. Sending love to every part for its function. Another thing I would recommend is to not have much jewelry on, to not have anything flashy on that distracts you. And if you could be naked, if that's not too triggering, then that would be best. Just completely naked, no makeup, nothing on, so that you can just really meet your raw self. And appreciating that your body is what gives you this life experience. None of it would exist if you didn't have this vessel. And look at different angles of yourself. If you have scars, look at the scars as if it's an art piece, and just make art with it by posing with it, and as if all of a sudden in the world the most sought after thing was unconventional beauty, or the beauty standards flipped and it was anything that typically wasn't beautiful before. Make sure you bring that into presence too. And when you look at the fat on your body, give thanks to it and put yourself in interesting positions as well. Look at yourself from behind, and don't go into attractive positions intentionally. Just look at the artfulness of yourself. If you have bags under your eyes, if you have pimples, just taking notice of all of the little beautiful elements to you. And another thing that you can do is you can get really close up in the mirror. And you can look really close and stare at your face, imagining that you are meeting yourself. And take your time. If this person in front of you in the mirror was your soulmate and you saw them and you knew it was your soulmate, how would you act? Would you be completely blown away and mesmerized? Would you be dancing with your hands? Would you be opening up to yourself? Would you be getting lost in the details? Let all of that come through, despite how crazy it seems. And don't forget your toes and your feet. Make sure that you literally love every single toenail, every single inch of you. Not by having to change any beliefs massively, but by just putting your attention on that spot. Because every part of you is already perfect. And our awareness, our attention, where we put our energy is love. Because we are love. We are extensions of love. We come from the source, which is love. Love is what created life. It only makes sense to love ourselves. Everything else is an illusion. So whatever you put your focus on, be connected to truth by just being present with it and noticing that when you drop your mind and you just are present truly with your entire experience physically, what else is there to do but love? Nothing needs to change. Everything is changing in perfect orchestration, naturally unfolding and blooming. So I hope that you understand this concept that you are love looking at love itself and that you're perfect. And everything has a purpose. So something you can do is put on music always, every single exercise. Music super helps, can carry us through, takes us out of our mind a bit, gives us that background noise. It blocks out the background noise of our own mind by giving us a soundtrack to this life. Thank you so much to music. And there's another exercise that is about eye gazing, and you can absolutely merge these two exercises. Mirror work, you can dance with yourself, you can shake your booty if you want to, you can touch yourself sensually or sexually if you want to open up to that as well. That's super powerful to see yourself in all that you are. It's not about shaming any single aspect of us. Every part of us has a purpose and a reason that is beautiful and deep. So even touching ourselves, getting to know all of the orifices and the reasons for every aspect of us, it's such a beautiful journey to be embodied. And I hope that you can see that, and so that when you're around other people and you see their fat, their wrinkles, their blemishes, their whatever it is, or the fact that they're more beautiful, they have the best hair, they have the coolest tattoos, don't be distracted. Don't be judging that they're better than you. Everyone is a perfect art piece in their own right, and we all have skills and challenges, and it's not just about the physical. What surpasses the physical and even surpasses our word is energy. It depends on our energy, because life is energy. All of this is a small fragment, this physical reality. It's a small piece of what's actually happening. So if you are able to put the energy first, you're going to see later, as we do more of these exercises, when we get to the last module, spirit, you're going to see that that's all that's really happening. Is life is a constant energetic unfolding of spirit. Spirit moves through us, and we can allow it to, and it can be totally blissful. So yeah, merge all of the things that you learn and enjoy it for yourself. I genuinely use these practices. It genuinely allows me to appreciate other people and treat them as if they're children of love, children of God, children of the universe, equivalent to me. We are all equals. We are all equally as worthy and beautiful in our own way. So I hope that you can also let people in to see you more, not hide your roles, and not put on makeup so much to cover up, and not need to change who you are, but just leave the house as you are. Wake up, roll out of bed, and go out of the house. Sometimes if you have an issue with doing that, then that means something, and it's okay. I used to have that. I used to need to get ready and think about my outfit before leaving the house. And I practiced this thing for a week where I was only allowing myself to go into my closet, and the first thing that I put on had to be the thing I wore all day, and I wasn't allowed to change. The only thing I could do is if it was getting cold at night, I could add a layer on, but I couldn't put things over top just to like see what it looked like. I could only just touch it and put it on, and it helped me save a lot of time and helped me realize that clothing doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I'm expressing myself as. This life is temporary. This life is just a game, a playground. So why waste time trying to be perfect when we already are?